Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. We have a big one today. So in fact, we've got one that's twice the size that we normally have. So I hope you hydrate. I need you to stretch. I need you to warm up that thinking muscle because I'm going to need all the help I can get as we tackle, at least I tackle, my very first two-part episode inside the series of Babylon 5, because today we're watching Season 1, Episode 18, A Voice in the Wilderness, Part 1. Nothing to it but to do it, friends. If you could do me a quick favor, though, and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full length, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time for my first two-parter as we watch Babylon 5 Season 1 Episode 18, A Voice in the Wilderness, Part 1. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Right into it. Love it. Couldn't love it anymore. Oh, we got a Minbari coming in here. And I do believe I recognize the actor.
Shuttle run's ready to go, Commander.
Any change in those seismic disturbances?
The surface layer's calmed down, but we're still picking up rumbles from...
Seismic?
But we are in orbit over this thing.
All right. Let's go check it out just to be sure.
Agreed.
The planet's having seismic disturbance, eh?
Clear to begin geological survey.
Confirm Babylon Control, initiating launch.
I don't even think we know what planet we're over, do we? We haven't been told yet.
Let me know when the survey team comes back.
Will do.
Very curious about a survey team over that planet, which has never been mentioned before, to my knowledge.
It seems like every time I get into the tube, Mr. Garibaldi's there. It's like he knows.
Talia, Mr. Garibaldi is many things, but he's not omniscient.
This is going to open up and Mike's there. Ooh, Jeff's face.
I think I'll take the stairs.
I think I'll join you.
Jeff's like, this job, everybody.
Activate scanners. Set for maximum depth.
Oh, I like this. Oh, shit.
Lost power. Get it back. I can't. I have no controls here.
Oh, they're in a dead spin. Oh, they're going to lose everybody.
The Babylon Project was a dream given form.
It's a dream given form unless you were on Babylon's 1 through 4, and then it wasn't that much of a dream.
Hustlers, entrepreneurs, and wanderers.
God, I love this show.
Wrapped in 2,500,000 tons of spinning metal.
All alone in the night.
It can be a dangerous place.
I love you, Jeff.
This is the story of the last of the Babylon stations. The year is 2258. The name of the place is
Babylon 5. Oh, so obnoxious. I apologize. I love it. I love it so much. No, I do not apologize for liking this show. I like it quite a bit, and I will bare knuckle fight anybody that challenges me. Man, we haven't seen Veer first in forever. We got Talia back last episode. I think it's time for Veer.
It was some kind of massive power surge, right off the scale. Knocked half our systems offline. It must have come from somewhere deep inside the planet.
How did they regain?
But we can't make it back unassisted. Can you send someone out here to give us a lift?
Yeah.
None of our prior surveys found any sign of life down there.
Perhaps not now, but in the past, someone or something might have lived down there.
If that's true, it would seem you may have awakened something.
Awakened? What have we done to awaken anything?
As far as these new trade routes are concerned,
Okay, Minbari and Centauri trade routes discussion. I'll write everything down.
Dr. Tasaki!
Lieutenant Commander,
Tasaki.
the seismic activity planet side could have triggered an automatic system of some kind.
I love that jacket.
It scares the hell out of me. But what better way to go out than in the cause of advancing scientific knowledge?
My man's fearless.
Done and done. I will have my government issue an agreement by, when, tomorrow this time?
I'm off to the casino to drink.
But for Shakar and his people, they will do all that they can to destroy us until the universe itself decays and collapses.
I don't doubt that.
You don't have to respond in kind.
Of course we do. There's a natural law. Physics tells us that for every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction. And so, here we are, victims of mathematics.
Amazing. What a speech.
He never listens.
He will, sooner or later.
Will he?
But our inheritors will know a world that is fuller and richer than our own. Life is pointless. And evolution is vastly overrated.
Evolution is vastly overrated. Crazy.
All right, I'll authorize it, but only on the condition that we can find some way to get him down there safely.
Right, we gotta take some precautions here.
Have you heard any news today from the Mars colony?
No, why?
Now, usually that's a sign that they're running military exercises, but we would have gotten some warning about that.
Probably just a glitch in the system.
Yeah. Boy, they're dropping little seeds at the front end of this episode, aren't they? Trade routes, no Martian communication, something on the planet. Jesus!
Quickly, what is the third principle of sentient life?
Drow.
Incorrect answer. The third principle of sentient life is the capacity for self-sacrifice. You have forgotten your training. Soon you will have forgotten all about your old friend, Drow.
Not if I live to be 1001.
Cool greeting. I think it's the most I've ever seen Delenn smile.
Tanker 12, are you in position to refuel our turret transport?
Look at all these ship designs. I love this stuff, man.
As ISN viewers may know, all contact with the Mars colony has been cut off since noon today, Earth Standard Time.
What?
Confirmation that an open revolt is in progress against the Earth-appointed provisional government. We're receiving reports of heavy fighting outside the capital city and armed skirmishes within the city itself.
Holy fuck.
The insurgents struck before dawn with heavy weapons, seized in a daring midnight raid on a reserve military base. Have demanded independence for the Mars colony, or, and I quote, the sand will run red with Earther blood.
My God, it's The Expanse. We're watching the first days.
Me. Help me.
What the hell is going on? Dear God, friends.
Terrible to see places where I grew up going up in flames.
That's right, you were born on Mars. Do you still have family or friends there?
Jesus.
What's the status on Epsilon 3?
The geology team leaves in a few hours.
Good. Keep me informed.
Epsilon 3. There's a ton of shit going on. A ton of shit. I'm scared there's something small they're gonna slip in here.
I have lived my entire life on Minbar. Now I'm seeing what is out here.
Yes. A curious answer from one who taught me that a half-truth is the worst kind of lie.
Ha ha. So Minbar's their capital planet?
If you're referring to the growing division between the religious and military castes.
That, and more than that, there is a sense that we are lost, drifting. It is not the same world in which I was born, Delenn. Better to find a place out there in the sea of stars where I can be of service before the end. I hear the call of the stars, Delenn.
I will never see you again.
I'm afraid so.
Going to the sea. I have so many notes.
Then I will talk and talk and talk until you fall asleep from the sound.
And I will be glad of it.
This guy's a really good actor.
I'm an Earth Force security officer, clearance level ultraviolet alpha, and I'm not considered authorized personnel.
Ultraviolet alpha.
I'll follow your request, and if things change, I'll notify you at once.
Babcom. Mike's like, I remember somebody was able to use Gold Channel one time.
The Star Furies are designed for combat in space, not inside an atmosphere. Don't drop too low, or you're on your own.
Understood.
What will you do if you find anything of value down there?
The odds of that are pretty small. It's probably just an automated homing beacon left over from hundreds of years ago.
Yes, but if it isn't, will you tell me?
No.
No. That was the best. That was like Jeff's real personality bubbled to the surface and not his diplomat. No. That was one of my favorite lines of his.
Her name's Lise Hampton. We met a few days after I got there, and we got involved. I have to talk to her. I need to know she's okay.
I sympathize, Mr. Garrett.
What's she supposed to do?
But what do you expect me to do about it? If you can't get through, how am I...
Psycho's got an intelligence and training operation in Syria playing him.
No, boy.
You're my last hope.
All right.
You can ask.
I can't promise anything.
Right.
But I'll do what I can.
And then you'll owe her and Psychor. Oh, boy.
One, do not enter atmosphere. The fighters won't be able to follow you in.
Don't worry, Babylon Control. I'm not going far. Just enough to get some samples.
There's something down there, coming our way fast.
Those look like missiles.
Full power to engines. One more like that and we've had it.
Incoming!
Might want to climb. Might want to climb.
Babylon Control to fighter escort. Can you reach the shuttle?
Negative, Babylon Control.
They're in Atmo.
Hit your afterburners. Maximum burn. With any luck, they can't follow you outside the atmosphere.
We won't have enough fuel to get back.
The fighters will tow you back in. Now
Yeah,
do it before the missiles lock on again.
We might run out of gas, or you could be dead. Let's pick being out, your tank being empty.
And just one more thing. On your trip back, I'd like you to take the time to learn the Babylon 5 mantra. Ivanova is always right. I will not ignore Ivanova's recommendations. Ivanova is God. And if this ever happens again, Ivanova will personally rip your lungs out.
Ivanova is God.
All our previous scans failed to show any life forms or any automatic systems on the surface of the planet or for a depth of 2 miles inside Epsilon 3.
Doctor, those missiles had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
This is a computer-enhanced high-resolution scan of Sector 14. We snared it just before we were fired upon.
I don't see anything.
Not yet. Increased magnification.
It's inside that valley.
It came from underground.
That fissure, is it natural or artificial?
Hard to say. My guess is it's artificial. It was probably opened by one of the quakes that have hit that region lately.
Yeah, they were talking about seismic activity, yeah.
Our analysis of the data suggests the missile was fired 5 miles within the planet's surface.
What?
Something important enough to require a pretty lethal defense system.
It's missiles, though, so they have to have a finite amount of ordnance.
It's also a potential first contact situation. I'd say we pretty much have to go down there and check it out. Wouldn't you agree, Lieutenant Commander?
Absolutely.
Ah, Mr. Garibaldi, off duty, I see.
Mr. Garibaldi.
And she said, whatever it is, it can't be that bad. And then she kissed me. Right here. Mr. Garibaldi, whatever it is, it can't be that bad.
Are you going to kiss him? Because I'm going to lose my shit if you do.
You try and kiss me and I'll break your arm. And the dancer?
Oh, I married her.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
No. She had a voice that could curdle fresh milk. Londo? Yes, dear. Londo. Coming, my darling.
Look at this.
You looked as if you needed a friend.
I did. Thanks.
You're welcome. I go to spread happiness to the rest of the station. It's a terrible responsibility, but I have learned to live with it.
Well done, Londo. I love that.
Hey, somebody better pay for that drink.
That's Londo. And first off, I can't believe that Londo doesn't have a tab everywhere, so... I was gonna say, is this Kosh lighting? Oh, okay. He saw it too. Sinclair and Londo.
Systems ready. Engines to maximum burn.
Hit it.
They're not suited up. Here they come.
Let's hope Tasaki was right about that fissure being 5 miles deep.
Why?
Because at our present speed, it's going to take at least 2 miles to decelerate.
This is a hell of a time to think of that.
Just like, I don't give a shit. This is fun. Oh, great shot with the overhead red sky. Look at this shit.
Anything?
Just rock. 3.5 miles. 4 miles.
Look at that.
We've got something. It's an opening, all right. Definitely artificial.
Bring us in.
We're gonna go ahead and fly in, eh?
Life signs?
None. So far, it looks like we're the only living things in or on this planet.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Jeff's like, this is the shit I signed up for.
For all we know, this request on his part is only a cover so that he can confirm our location and pass that information along to others.
What? Then Talia, you asked to get a communication into her.
I can't plug your friend into the comnet from here, but I can run a check on her name.
There we go. That's the best you can do. I mean, there's nothing more you can't push that. This is cool as hell. Is this our first exterior location? Off of ship? Off of Babylon 5? Other than like other ships? What the hell skull is that? What'd you see, Jeff?
Well, that'll cut down on tourism.
Thanks for saving my life, Commander.
1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3.
3-second recharge before fire.
Yep, recharge rate. Amazing. Let's go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,003. Jesus. Unnecessarily dangerous. Dear God.
Holy.
What the hell? No life sign.
Yeah.
I think I've got to go to the bathroom.
Holy shit. Epsilon 3's like entire core is some type of like machine or city? Are those like, there's no life signs.
It's Earthers. I try to find out as much as I can about them to try to make some sense of them, but it never seems to come together.
There do seem to be a mass of contradictions.
What is the one song that half of them sing to their children generation after generation? You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your whole self in, and you turn yourself about. You do the hokey pokey, you give a little shout. That's what it's all about.
It's very profound, if you think about it.
I have been studying it for 7 days. I had the computer analyze it. I swear to you, it does not mean a thing.
We've come at a bad time, haven't we?
Yes, I'm fired up about the hokey pokey.
Try to raise the shuttle again.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way they can pierce that with a comm signal.
Can I see you for a moment? I've had some news.
Yell if they link in.
Yes.
That's not a good sign. Can I talk to you in private about the person you wanted me to find?
But they were able to access the list of survivors.
And?
Her name isn't on it. They can't find her name anywhere. Then it's possible that something's happened to her.
She's all right. She has to be. That's all there is to it.
No, let's not think that way, Mike.
A whole new area of technology. Machines as big as buildings, all around us.
What's happening?
Picking up seismic activity. It's a big one.
Oh boy.
Commander! Jeff! Ivanova!
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to find another way out of here. This light's at it.
How long do you have your breathers for?
Please help me.
She sees it too. What is going on? I thought we didn't have any life signs.
Help me. Or your people, all your people will die.
You mean like humanity or everybody on Babylon 5? Define all your people.
Help me get him out of this.
Commander, we don't have a lot of time. We're cut off from the way we came in. We don't know if we can find another way back.
This guy should know. Are the defenses still coming online? Or are we just fire into fire?
We've got a ship coming through the jump gate.
Fine, fine.
Mr.
Whoa,
Garibaldi,
what?
it's big.
What do you mean it's big?
The hell?
Oh, you sons of bitches! Oh, you sons of bitches! Oh, that was awful. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 1, Episode 18, A Voice in the Wilderness, Part 1, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. Okay, everybody, we just finished Part 1 of A Voice in the Wilderness, Episode 18 of Season 1. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to talk very long. I want to save all of my summation, basically, for after the second part, because obviously they want us to, this is a story, you know, an episode, so to speak, that's going to take a little bit longer. So I just wanted to briefly touch on a few things. And absolutely an unbelievable amount of information was dropped in here. I mean, we had minor stuff like, again, when I say minor stuff, I mean it seems minor. Okay? It's seemingly minor Minbari Centauri trade routes being discussed for Sector 119. We had Dr. Tasaki, who was our resident surveyor or scientist who basically uncovered all this seismic activity that was down on now we know to be Epsilon 3. If they mentioned that before, I did not catch it. In addition to that, we have somebody, and I think her name was Lise Hampton, who was a former friend, romantic partner, whatever, of Garibaldi, who lives on Mars, which is a great segue to, it appears that the Free Mars movement, or at least somebody with similar intent, is trying to gain Mars's independence from Earth with violent insurrections and uprisings, apparently shutting that place down, essentially. In addition to that, we have some type of alien technology inside said Epsilon 3 that, at least captive, whatever that the alien happened to be, who was able to spectrally project themselves all the way to Babylon 5. They appeared to 3 people, Sinclair and Londo on Babylon 5, and Sinclair and Ivanova down on Epsilon 3. I mean, that is a ton of information. Going to the sea from Draw. What an amazing line. I'm going to the sea. You know, oh my God, just the sea of stars. It's a pilgrimage with a one-way ticket. Incredible bit of Minbari culture right there. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, my God, friends, we have a million things going on here. A million things. I don't want to speculate or talk about them until we finish the next episode, episode 19, A Voice in the Wilderness Part 2. Those are all the things I'm looking at right. Those few things are the things that I'm looking at right now. So I want to make sure that we give them their due and their prominence, and keep notes of all of these things that are happening, because this is chock full of information. I can't believe that they put this much stuff in there. Very interesting, and I think, again, I'll end on this. There's something going on with Londo that is very interesting to me. They went out of their way in this episode to basically show that Londo was like, again, he plays a very vital role on Babylon 5, and that's as like not an ambassador in a different sense, an ambassador of almost like civility, with the exception of Jakar, and like a social interaction. And I mean, he almost seemed like a therapist or a ship's counselor in this particular instance. I thought it was very, I mean, he helped Garibaldi. I mean, he and Garibaldi laughed like they were old drinking buddies, no pun intended for Mike. But, you know, I thought that was very interesting. I thought that Delenn bringing Drawl to see, specifically to see Londo, was very interesting. And this entity, we were shown Sinclair, you know, this help me, and Londo was the other one that was reached out. But the one thing we can take away from all of this is, especially with Londo's involvement, is that of everybody that's on Babylon 5, presumably, because we were only privy to this alien projecting themselves to 2 people on Babylon 5, to reaching out, help me, call, plea, help me. You would think that they would really kind of like pick and choose who they were going to reach in that one. One was Sinclair, the commander of Babylon 5. The only other, presumably, was Londo. To me, That's a huge point. Of all the people to reach out to, Sinclair makes total sense. Londo? What could Londo do? Or did they reach out to more people? I don't know. But right now, we have to look at Sinclair and Londo as the lifelines that this creature reached out to. Interesting to say the least, my friends. I can't wait to discuss this more whenever we finish part 2 of A Voice in the Wilderness, episode 19. Until such time, my friends, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It would greatly help out a small channel. And of course, if there's anything that you want early or in its full length, the link to our Patreon's in the description. I am thinking of discussions. My God, my head's all over the place. I would normally tell us right now to say goodbye from somewhere, but friends, we're right in the middle of it. The only place that we can say goodbye from is the second between part 1 and part 2. Steel yourself, friends. I know I am. If this was the beginning of the information, I can't see where the rest of it leads. Until such time as we find out, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.